service. Apparently, the rules do not apply to Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She wants small businesses to stay shut down, but only reopen for her convenience. Do as I say, not as I do, says Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is holding up $1.3 trillion in relief for the American people while getting special access to the very kind of small businesses that this money would support, businesses like this hair salon. Before she skipped town to violate her state's health guidelines, Pelosi proposed a bill. It was called the HEROES Act, which contained no additional paycheck protection funding. This is funding that would help the very small business she has bizarrely accused of plotting against her. The president sees through Democrats' disregard for Americans in need, and he took action unilaterally in his own accord. He provided relief from evictions, he provided unemployment insurance, he paused student loan payments, and he cut the payroll tax, putting money in the American people's pockets. Congress also failed to authorize funding to provide children with free lunches for the 2020-2021 school year. And again, President Trump, with senior advisor Ivanka Trump, took action. And now USDA has extended a summer program which will ensure children continue to have access to free meals through the end of the year. Nancy Pelosi is demanding an apology from a single mother and small business owner who has received threats since Nancy Pelosi's comments against her salon. Salon owner Erica Kaya said this: "Since this happened, I've received nothing but hate text messages, death threats, saying they're going to burn down my hair salon. It's just sad that my community is pulling this, saying that I threw her under the bus when I did not. So that's hurtful. But yes, I think I'm pretty much done now." Nancy Pelosi, you ought to apologize to the American people. Or better yet, come back to Washington and get to work for hardworking Americans like this salon owner that you maligned and demanded an apology from. And with that, I'll take questions.
Yes, good morning to all my fellow Americans. You've seen what's happening with the Democrats. These people, Democrats, they don't care about us. They just care about their own pockets. They don't care about the American people. They're trying to do everything, committing all kinds of acts of corruption in order to fill their pockets, just like Hillary did, just like Obama did. Because a man on the salary of a president buying a multi-million-dollar mansion, a man who said that we were broke, like Obama said it. He said, we're broke. Giving away billions of dollars to our sworn enemies who want to destroy Israel and the United States. He brought them in droves into this country where there was committed constantly mass attacks and murder by these people. That's Barack Hussein Obama. That's the same thing. They all think the same. And some of the Republicans, I'm not going to say all the Republicans are innocent, but some of the Republicans, which seems to be that they're not really Republicans. They're more to the left, and they're more to share in this corruption, the scheme of corruption. I'm not talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a different story. He's working for us, not for them, not for the Democrats, which is now officially the Communist Party. First of all, I forgot to say a salute to all fellow veterans. I am a member of the DAB, but all veterans of all organizations, and never forget those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in order to keep our country free. And don't forget Florida, to vote for Maria Elvira Salazar for Congress. She'll get rid of she'll put a stop, she'll put a stop to this intent of the communist Islamic movement to destroy us. And the ultra-right, because they're all mixed in. Furthermore, Donald Trump, let's see the same thing we did with Venezuela. Let's do with Cuba. And let's name somebody like Jose. I support Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia of Unpaco. But whoever they choose, well, it's up to them. I can only support. I can't vote. I don't have no voice in that. So, the Cubans will decide on that. I'm with the Cubans in exile who will decide on the new political party, which is the PDP, Partido del Pueblo. And I'm with them 100% as long as we can see the freedom of Cuba, for which I a country that I love, I wish to see free and prosperous again, without communism and Islamism. So here, let me go to the next. Oh, another thing. I suggest to all the people that follow me and watch my videos, go to Parler. I'm also a member of Parler. I don't know, but maybe it was because later on I could post in Parler, but it looks like there was a little bit of difficulty, and I was trying to post and I couldn't. But I guess the problem was already solved. It was probably a technical problem. But I suggest that if you're being persecuted by Facebook and Twitter like I am, you know, like an all conservatives are, go to Parler, sign up, and be a member of Parler. I did it. I finally got in. It was a little bit of trouble at first, but then I forgot that I had to put down where I live at, what country. We're part of the United States, but I live in the island of Puerto Rico, even though I was born in the United States, but I live with my wife here, who was born here. So let me go to the next video here. I want to try to be a little bit quick, because I just don't want these the page to freeze on me like it's happened before. Well, there was a couple of videos here. I'm just trying to find it real quick here. Okay. I keep pressing the wrong button here. Okay. Okay, but I don't think it's this one. Let me go to the next one. I just have some of them that, oh, okay, I got one here. I want you to see this. This lady was told to ask questions, but then she turned out differently. She said, wait a minute, I'm not going to be part of this. I want you to see this. Internet explodes when girl refuses to ask Biden questions she was told to. Watch this here. It seems like she doesn't want to be part of this mass corrupted movement.
Mr. Biden, I was told to go off this paper, but I can't.
There you go. She
You
said
need
it
the
right there.
truth. And now I'm part of the truth. I was born here, raised here, first 8th grade class of the school that was named after his mother. So I have to give you the truth of the people. And the truth of the matter is, we are heavily angry. Not angry as to where people say, oh, they're protesting. There's a difference between a protester and a rioter. A very big difference. We protest to get our voices heard. We protest to show that not just blacks are tired of what's going on. As you can see, there are blacks, whites, Muslims, Chinese, Hispanic that are out there. We came together to help get this community together as well, because we live here and we want it to stay the way we've always had it. But the changes that we want has to be more in effect. We hear so many people saying, oh, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you that, but we have yet to see action. And I was always raised to go off action and not words, because you'll be let down every single time. And the action we want are hold these officers accountable to the same crimes that we feel they had accountable to. If I was that officer, I would be under Kenosha County Jail right now. If I was these officers who commit these crimes, because if a medical examiner if a medical examiner does their job and says, oh, I'm ruling it homicide, that's murder. Why are they not being done the same exact way that me or my brothers and sisters out here in this world are being treated? Why are there more police officers in the black neighborhoods than in other neighborhoods? Why are we more targeted than anybody else? We walk somewhere, automatically you fit the description. We wear something, automatically is, oh, you're a bad person. I'm only 31.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here. My time is
And I've
running
seen
out.
enough.
I don't want this video to freeze on me. Even though if it freezes, I'm still gonna finish it off. But
I'm
think you heard enough here.
My oldest is 13. My twins are 9.
Let me go to the next one. Okay, I'm gonna go with this last one, with McEnany. And like I always say, Donald Trump, I always pray for you and your family. God bless you always. That God protect you. Same with Mike Pence. That we can put an end to the abuses of the Democrats. And I stand with God and Israel eternally, and God bless my country eternally. So I'll see you guys pretty soon. And most likely I'll be here tomorrow because yesterday I couldn't videotape because I had to go take care of business and my health. I had to go see the doctor. So, like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and God bless you all. Keep safe.
Acknowledge that it is illegal in this country to vote twice in the same election.
Are you referring to the president's comments earlier today?
I'm just asking you a
The
basic
president,
yes or no
the
question.
president does not,
Even is it illegal
the
to vote
president,
twice
the president,
in this country?
the president does not condone unlawful voting. The president's been very clear about this. I'm once again not surprised the media is taking the president out of context. Do you recall what the president said on this matter specifically?
I have it right here.
Okay, maybe you should read it out for me then.
Okay, so the president said that you should go to your poll, you should vote early by mail, and you should go either early voting or day of and try to vote again. So he is asking people to vote by mail and then to go down to the polling place on election day and to vote again if their vote has, if they can't confirm their vote has been counted.
You're missing a very crucial line from the president's remarks. If it is not tabulated, meaning your mail-in vote, then you will be able to vote in person. If it is not tabulated. This is
There
why,
are at least 5 states in this country that do not count any mail-in votes until election day. So those votes won't be counted until afterwards. So there's no way to know whether or not their vote is.
there's a very simple answer, and this is how it works. First, a lot of states have what are called electronic poll books. And what this means is that in real time, this is updated. So if your vote is counted, they check the electronic poll book, and you will not be able to vote in person because your vote has been counted. There's a secondary situation, so those who do not have electronic poll books, every single state in the country, you can cast a provisional ballot, and that is a ballot that is there, and if your vote that you have not mailed in is not counted, they will then count the provisional ballot, and that is exactly what the president's referring to. But what Democrats are doing is saying this: we want an entire new system for voting, one subject to fraud. Don't take it from me, take it from Jimmy Carter, who said in 2005, as part of a bipartisan commission, absentee ballots remain the largest source of potential voter fraud. So what Democrats want you to do is say, trust us, but don't verify. Don't verify that your vote's been counted. This president's trying to enfranchise Americans, which is exactly what he's been saying. He wants every American to have a vote because he understands what Jimmy Carter understood and what so many of us understood until the president started putting the focus on mail-in voting, and that was this: that it is subject to fraud. Every vote should count, and every American should verify that their vote is counted by going to their polling
You say
location.
the executive
Done.
director of the North Carolina Board of Electors who says that this would be create a big problem on election day.
What I would say is that the president has laid it out very clearly. You should verify your vote, and not only that, I would point them to the fact that in 2016, before we tried this entire new system of mass mail-out voting, 319,000 votes were not counted that were cast by mail. 319,000 in an election that came down really to 80,000 votes in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. That's untenable, and hundreds of thousands more will not be counted with the Democrats' fraudulent mass mail-out voting.